What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another WWE 2K Create a Wrestler video. This one is on a character that my friend had created a while back. I think we originally started this character on 2K18. Then we went to 2K19. So that's where actually this one's coming from, is 2K19. Only a couple years of being in the game series. This is a character known as Vincent Payne, or otherwise known as the Ladies' Man. You guys will see he's got a whole like personality to him. So we're gonna just kind of go in. There's a few things. As far as the head, there was a little bit of head shaping. Nothing really too like facial wise is pretty normal. Um, the biggest thing is his jawline. So we're gonna show you that stuff real quick. So that's his chin. And then his jawline. This one was fully customized because you have to sculpt his like chisel looking jaw and his like squarish jaw. Also, his cheeks were a little edited as well. Cheekbones, stuff like that. So we're kind of starting. We're going a little counter. Normally we start at the top and go down. This time we started at the bottom and went up. Figured I'd change it up a little bit. You know, can't have all these created wrestlers the exact same. Pause whenever you guys need so that you guys can see like what all is being used for it. Now, as far as body-wise, we just kind of gave him your standard like bodybuilder look, so all muscle and everything. So height-wise, he's at 6'4", and we put him at 255, so he is a heavyweight. And then we used just two of the muscular builds and gave him like more of the tone. Obviously, like you don't have to give him like the six-pack or anything like that, because you'll never see it. He always wears clothes. Speaking of clothing, let's get into his attire. We'll start off with the ring attire. So this is what we use for Vincent Payne here. Just kind of like the classic like jeans and tucked in shirt. So nothing on the head. Upper body is just a standard tuck-in shirt. And then we went like a grayish material. You can go just play around with this if you want to switch up color-wise. And then lower body, just a pair of jeans. And then a pair of like just like dress like they're kind of like boots, but they're also kind of like dress shoes, so they're kind of unique looking. No gloves, no watches, nothing like that. Obviously with the shirt, there really wasn't an ability to put a watch on, otherwise we would have. Appearance wise, let's get a zoom in. So this is what his face looks like, so that you guys can see his eyes. And then this is the color we went with for his eye color here. And then biggest thing also is that he has these very unique, like kind of like arch and then diagonal cut eyebrows. It's very big for like facial expressions and stuff to get those exact eyebrows in there. Of course, no facial hair, nothing like that. A nice little Mr. Clean type of look on the head. So this is a close up of the head. And see what I mean? Like there's a little bit of sculpting, especially of his jawline and his chin. Now, as far as his entrance attire, it is a little bit of a more unique kind of entrance attire. So with it, we do add a few other things. He does actually have some stuff on his head. So we give him this, I think it's called a fedora, I believe is what it's called. We give him a fedora. We use like a leather brown kind of color. Same thing as the jacket. And then we went with a leather material. And then we gave him some sunglasses, turned those black. So that way he has kind of like that, kind of like old school New Yorker type of vibe. That's kind of like the one we were going for. And then on the jacket, we just literally took like a leather jacket, gave it that brownish color, gave it the leather material, and then everything else is the exact same as the entrance wise. Now, as far as name wise, of course his name is Vincent. Vincent Payne is the character's full name. We give him the social account name of Sexy as Fuck because you guys will see in a short bit when you see his entrance. He's a party boy. But we gave him the Lazy Man as his nickname. At least my friend did. This is one my friend created, and I thought it was a good one. I thought it was pretty interesting. We wanted more unique characters, so this is one of the ones that my friend had created. Oh fuck! Sorry guys, big yawn. Of course, him being from New York. Everything else. So he's another one of those 100 overalls. And then, of course, for the pose, this is the pose that we went with. So kind of like that, hey, look at me, I'm a New Yorker type of thing. But let's go ahead and we'll go over to his moveset next, and we'll kind of just go from there. And here we go, guys. Now we're going to go ahead and go into the movesets. Let's start off with his special moves. So as far as special moves, he's kind of like a brawler type of thing. So a lot of his stuff is a lot of like strikes and stuff like that. He really doesn't do much like fancy. I mean, he does do fancy stuff. I shouldn't say he doesn't. But he's a striker. So signature wise, this is what we use. So this one here is a running move, and then this one here is just you're standing up front. And then for finisher wise, here's what we kind of use here. So this is also known as the Coloss. Ginger Mahal uses it, but this one's a little fancier one, so we like this one for him. And then because you gotta be fancy if you're the ladies' man, you gotta go a little coast to coast there. So the other finisher that we have for him is, of course, the coast to coast. OMG wise, he does have some stuff. He doesn't have a suicide dive, but he does have some other stuff on here. So as you can see for taunts, they're kind of all over the place. So a lot of it's like showing off and like stuff like that. He also does a lot of like No Way Jose stuff, because that's who he was based off of originally. And then from there we just kind of went through in detail, switched him up. This is one of the biggest taunts we always had him doing in his matches. This is really entertaining watching this big fucking brawler doing stuff like that. As for, let's go over to his standing strikes and stuff. So like I said, a lot of this is just mainly like he's a brawler, so he's gonna fight you. Nothing really too fancy. Moveset's kind of like one of those things where it's up to interpretation. There's not really much to be shown here. So definitely kind of one of those things, kind of play with it, see what you guys like to use. Stuff like that. But the biggest thing on here though is his special moves. So using that pop-up fastball punch, those are really big for him. Clothesline, stuff like that. Of course, this is like the biggest thing for him, is this finisher right here. It just kind of is that New York style brawler type of finisher looking thing. Diving wise, some of the other stuff. He does do like a lot of axe handles, shoulder tackles. He isn't really the most fanciest when it comes to like his diving stuff. Some of his grapples, where his strikes on the ground, again, are just more like brawler style. Does a little bit of dancing there with the leg drop. So another thing you do, if you see something that's kind of like him dancing or showing off, give him that move, because that kind of works out with his entrance. And so speaking of his entrance, let's go ahead and go over to that, and we will show you that entrance now. And here we are, the ladies' man's very extravagant entrance. I don't know how else to put it. Yeah. For being a New York brawler style character, we went with a very interesting entrance. But he, for some reason, just pulls it off and it just works. So yeah, this is Vincent Payne. This is the ladies' man. I hope you guys enjoyed the Create a Wrestler video here. Showing you guys how to create him. Like I said, move-wise, just give him lots of strikes. He's a brawler, so he does lots of like just strikes and anything that kind of like shows him like taunting or dancing in the middle of the move. I'd recommend giving him those as well. That's what we generally pretty much did for his Create a Wrestler moveset. Entrance-wise, doing something like this where he's dancing. Obviously, No Way Jose is not in the WWE anymore, but probably Naomi might be another good one that might work depending on like how the motion works. But just kind of play around with it. It's kind of up to you guys. The biggest part is the actual character himself and how to make him, and as we saw already earlier in the video. But again, hopefully you guys appreciated the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. We got more coming to the channel and more live streams in the next few days and in the coming weeks. So I'll see you guys around, and I appreciate you guys.